Today, we wanted to talk about 10 things that you know before signing the offer and sending it to the homeowner.
Right, we're so excited when we get to this point with the home buyer because you found a home you like. This is amazing. It's right, you're ready to rock and roll, but there are 10 questions you should definitely be asking us as your agent. What is going on before you actually submit the offer?
Yes,
right, so
let's first start with the first question, no?
Right.
And the first question is, what is the history of the house? What do you mean by that?
Well, pretty much how old is the house? How many times did it changed hands? Has it been one owner? Has it been 20 owners? Was it ever a rental? What do we know about this property? Have there been any major repairs, additions, things of that sort? So what do we know about the history of this property?
Exactly. The second thing is, what is the annual property taxes?
Right,
no?
because you might love the house, but it might be in a high tax or low tax area. And if it's in a low tax, congratulations. If it's in a high tax, we need to make sure it fits in the budget. So we need to run it by the lender.
Exactly. The third things that we wanted to talk about is, are there any homeowners association or HOA fee? And if there is, what is the regulation?
Right, because a lot of people say, how many dogs can I have? Because sometimes people do buy homes based on, they want homes for their pets. Or that monthly expense can be an addition. What does the HOA entail? What is it around? Things of that sort. But before we get to any more questions, we should do our introduction.
And let's hit it!
Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Honestly, calls them to get calls all the time at 252-325-327. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, don't forget our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below.
Exactly. Last item was HOA. Now we wanted to talk about the number 4. What is the condition of the home? Is there any major repair for the house?
Right, so we care at this point about systems, right? So we're looking at the roof very carefully. We're looking at the HVAC very carefully. We're looking at the plumbing. We're looking at the electrical. Not that it's not a bad house. You're going to put due diligence fee. It is non-refundable. So we have to have a good understanding. Does this house need a new HVAC? Does it need a new roof? Because you don't want to lose money on a house with a due diligence fee if these issues are going to be a problem. So we have to make sure we have accounted for it, and we talked about the conditions of these major systems.
Next question is, are there any environmental concern or zoning issues related to this house?
Once in a while, a zoning issue does pop up. Is it in a commercial zone area and you'll be the only house in the area? What else? Oh, is it in a flood zone? That's the biggest one around here. Is this house in a flood zone? Is it not in a flood zone? Most of them are not. Some will be, and we have to talk about it. Anything else with that?
No.
Awesome. What else?
Next thing is, what is included in the sale?
Right. Some people will ask us, well, can we ask for the furniture? We can ask for the moon. We'll see what they say. But we definitely have to know about appliances. Fixtures are definitely going to be part of the purchase. Appliances, maybe. We're talking about refrigerator, maybe. Washer, dryer, maybe. Are we typically going to get the family dining room table? No, we're typically not going to get that. But we can ask for whatever we want. So we have to be sure we're talking about everything you want in that house.
The next question is, what is the neighborhood look like? And what do you mean by that?
I mean, you have to know what the schools are, the crime rate, the culture, do people decorate their Christmas? Do they not decorate for Christmas? You have to kind of look around. Does it fit your amenities? How far is it to your favorite store? You have to know all of those things. So you have to kind of understand those things before we put the offer, because if you realize that this house is 40 miles for the nearest food store, maybe that isn't the house for you at the end of the day. We have to really have that discussion beforehand.
The next question is, how long this property have been on the market?
Right. This is all about strategy at this point, because if it's the newest, hottest house on the weekend, of course it's going to go fast because everybody wants it. If it's been on the market a while, though, we do have some questions we can maybe maneuver with our offer at this point and see what's going to happen. So we have to kind of take the question into play. How long has that house been on the market?
Are there any pending or legal or financial issues with the property? That is the next question.
Right. Now, this is going to be a title question, but we can ask up front if this is has this gone through what's called probate? Has it gone through probate? Are there some sort of extra liens on here that we weren't into accounting for? Because this is going to affect the loan. You might not know everything, but we can have a quick look and ask. And then if this is a problem, this is going to be a problem, but we can
And
always
the
predict
last
it.
question is, what is the future development plan for that area that you're purchasing home?
Right now, this is a big one in our area because there are government plans to build bigger streets. So they're building bigger streets around here. So by building bigger streets, they are, taking properties away from people, and it's going to affect our property values in other areas. So you want to make sure you know what the development plans are. We are happy to share it with you whenever you are, with us. We talk about all of these things, and you should know all of this before we write up the offer and that you are ready to go on that
And
house.
don't forget to call us at 252-327-3357. We'd love to help you, and leave us a comment, and we like to know your thoughts, and see you next podcast and video.
Absolutely.